Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another video here, and today I'm in Tallulah Falls, Georgia, here at the old and Tallulah Falls Railroad Depot here. Now, the railroad of the same name has been gone since 1961, but I'm currently standing where the track would have been. In fact, right here was probably the platform. Tracks would have probably ran right about here where I'm standing. Now, this was an antique store the first time I came up here, and now that's gone out of business, which is a shame. But if you look, they still have a train bulletin written down there, which is nice to see. And the last time I was here also, they had a caboose parked over there. Now, unfortunately, unlike the depot in Crawford, there is nothing left of the railroad here. They got up everything when they shut down, so unless somebody's managed to find a spike or two along the old right-of-way, then that's different. But where I'm walking was probably most likely where the railroad would have run, because it was double track coming out through here. So where I'm standing was probably where the railroad originally ran, right here where this grassy field is. Which would make sense, because you've got the telegraph office part of the depot right on this side, and then you've got the loading dock for the freight on this side, and then the back. So that begs me to question if the tracks ran around the depot, like there was a switch and you had one track going on this side and then one going on the other, because there's a freight depot, there's a freight house door on either side of the depot in it, and then one on the very back. So it begs the question, because see, here's the passenger part. This was all the passenger part, and then you had the freight house part here, and you can see where I'm standing. Well, there's a freight door, there's a loading door there, and there probably would have been a wood platform going along here, would have connected with that one. And you may have had the track go through here. Now, I don't know if that's what it would have looked like, because as you can see, there's no evidence left of the railroad, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if the trains came through on both sides of the depot. I don't know if, say, one track went on that side and one curved around and went on this side, but from what I can see, there looks like there would have been enough room for it, if barely. But I don't know. But since I was driving up this way, I wanted to come and see this, especially now since I know the building's closed. I don't know if it's due to the outbreak or just simply because it just went out of business. I don't know. But as you can see, the building's been here ever since 1914. It's been in this original location ever since then. So really, there isn't any evidence to show that it was moved at all. So, I mean, yeah. But I'm thinking now that I'm looking at it, this may have been, yeah, this was the railroad grade, because that field lines up with where I'm standing across the road. So this was where the tracks ran, where I'm walking. If you're following an old rail grade where there's no evidence left, just look at the ground you're walking on, because if it's level like this and then level across from where the tracks would have crossed the road, that would usually points out where the road bed is, because the railroad crossed a lake here. It crossed the lake that ended up being built where Tallulah Falls was located, the waterfalls themselves. Now here's looking back towards Cornelia, which is where the only surviving trackage of the Tallulah Falls Railroad still exists. It's only like a Y and a bit of spur track that was finally abandoned in the 80s. So that's all that's left. Everything else is gone past Cornelia. All that's left is, well, the stations and a bit of equipment. So, yeah. with that, I will see y'all later.